So we are in a tiny village that is up above La Fortezza. This is a very quiet little hamlet. They call it a borgo, a village. And I have asked Federico to show me a property that I'm interested in. So buying real estate is very, very daunting. It's not as simple as people make it out to be. I am telling you. Having said that, I always say this, if you want to do something, you can do it. It's just you have to understand the challenges that are involved. Okay, guys, so let's go. Federico will lead the way.
Go.
After you.
Andiamo.
Okay.
Questo piccolo borgo medievale,
So it's a medieval borgo, a medieval village.
che si chiama Antigo. L'origine probabilmente al 1600. In ogni borgo c'era un lavatoio.
Every village had a communal, I guess it was a wash basin where you would wash your clothes. So they'd all wash their clothes and talk, and that's what this is here. I asked him if he still does this. He said he prefers a washing machine, and I said I do as well. This is the house that I'm interested in. It's in disrepair. A noble family had this as their country house.
300 square meters la casa.
The house is 300 square meters. In America, this is about 3,500 square feet. Here's where it gets really sticky. As far as buying it, it's like 150,000 euro. I'm standing here going, I'm not sure that's right. This is like a dreamscape, and he's just telling me stuff. And if I'm a first-time buyer, I'm just like believing everything. But in my head, what I'm doing is I'm actually going through all the things that could go wrong and how much this is going to cost to renovate. Because just looking at this, it's $1 million. Just to clean it up, it's probably going to be 15 to 30,000 euros. It's a hot mess. So then we're just going to start with that. Just to restore the outside, probably 50 to 100. So you're buying it for 150, and just to sort of clean it up, we're talking about 150. That's like with the inside raw and falling down. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, so that's 300,000. And we're very quickly going to climb to $1 million. Look up at this house. I mean, it is awesome. It's a party house, don't you think? We're going inside now, people.
Purtroppo è un po' in disordine dentro.
Okay, so he's warning us that it's a mess. So this is the stall. This is a really cool room. I see the light, the size, the dimensions, what can be done. You know, just doing a room like that is probably 70,000 euro. You're starting to add up things in your mind. It is not cheap to renovate in Italy. It's actually expensive. So don't think you could do it for the cheap, because you can't. And it's very hard to find good workers here, so you want to pay them well because they do really beautiful work. I mean, they are artists.
Questo era l'essiccatoio dove bruciavano le castagne.
Okay, so we talk a lot about chestnuts. That's what I'm cooking. I talk about drying, but I didn't talk about drying rooms. So every house had a drying room in them. In my particular house, my bedroom was the drying room. So that could be like a killer pantry, I'm already thinking. Terrace here, I see it. And my husband, he thinks one of the fabulous things about me is that I see it, and one of the horrible things about me is I see it. This is the kitchen, my favorite when it's really, really crunchy. The visuals are amazing. Like, yes, you want to renovate it, but to me, this is very beautiful. So many possibilities. I think the ceilings are really low. They're metal beams that run through, so I'm not sure where we can go with the ceiling because I don't know what's above it. This is the living room. Like, I'm very short. There's no hanging lights happening in here for me. As cool as this is, I would probably myself would rip this whole thing out because you can replicate, you know, this look. The balcony is incredible. And this view is fantastic. We definitely would have to blow all of this out. We'd make it look similar, but we'd do 3 doors. So you want to maintain the exterior, but in a way that it's functional in the 21st century. They can replicate the casings around the windows for doors so that when you look at the house from the outside, it looks the same. It's just a little bit short. It's not grand enough for me. Right away, as soon as I say that, we're building a whole new terrace and we're talking about at least 50 to 70,000 euro. It's like The Shining. Like it's got such a creepiness to it.
There was a calendar 1990 hanging on the wall.
1990, because he said he thought that they probably vacated. Great photo op though. I'm like really looking at this place for reals, people. And then there's another room here. Okay, so this is horrifying. I don't even want to go in there. It's so horrific. So this is the bathroom. Wow, this is creepy as hell. I'm taking a picture.
Medioevo.
Whoa. Yeah, that's super creepy. That's like serial killer. If anybody needs to go.
I wouldn't.
So this is a nice staircase. We would keep this. Mind yourselves. And go slow. Oh, wow. It's really fair to say that this is a renovazione. This is so pretty, but it's just like, it's totally like abandoned beauty. Oh my God, this is so cool, this photo. Look at this photo. Look at this photo. It's crazy. It's beautiful. Oh yeah, oh
Questo
yeah.
era uno scaldino.
Holy manoli cannolis. This room I love. So this is to me the master bedroom. Done. This thing is amazing. It's to store cheese and salumi. It's screened so it gets, you know, air circulation, but the mice and the bugs can't get to it. And then, I mean, this I would definitely keep, of course. And this thing is amazing. To me, this would go right down into the kitchen. There are artisans that can renovate this for me. So you just move it down to the kitchen, you renovate it, you put a marble top on it. I am so crazy. I would do all my research about this place. I would say, okay, I'm gonna pull the trigger on it. And the only reason I would do that is so that I could get that piece. This could be a really fun project for somebody. It's like a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. 4,000 square feet is what I think it is. Very livable, very doable. You know, if you're very frugal, $750 to renovate it. I think $1 million is probably super fair. My producer's like, he renovates houses, he's like, more. Federico mentioned that the house next door was for sale, and that was 20,000 euro. So you could actually buy the entire property for 170,000 euro. This house is for sale. This is not for sale. And the thing about a village is everything's sort of connected, so it makes it a little more confusing as to what's yours and what's theirs. So you always have to ask. I personally would buy this along with that house. It's a no-brainer, it's 20,000. You get probably 2 extra bedrooms here.
1, 2, 3, 4 locali.
4, wow. So this actually has some square footage. It also could be a guest house if you wanted it to be. So there are a lot of uses here. This I would definitely buy if I was buying that. So that would be a yes for me. Just a little more renovation. This appears to be in good shape though. I know it looks like a mess, but this house is actually in better shape than the house next door because it has a roof. The floor, although it's a little wonky, they can rip up all this tile, clean it, recycle it. It's gorgeous. Costs a fortune because it's this antique cotto. It probably has 20,000 euros worth of just the tile in it. So I would maybe, even if you don't want it, just rip up all the tile, have it rent out, and then use it in the other house. I have all sorts of ideas. Just ask my husband, Frank. There is a fireplace there that could be very cute. So if this was a guest house, you could have a cute little sitting room, bedroom, bathroom, kitchenette, fantastic. It also has storage, which I highly advise you to think about when you're looking at a house, is places to store things. Okay, so this is the house that I love. This one is for sale, one person. This one is for sale, another person. He's pretty sure they're for sale, but I like these two together. This is when Frank gets nervous, because this is just a facade. Quanto costa questo? For this?
25.000 euro.
Fantastic, 25,000 euros. I mean, if I wasn't doing all these renovations, I would probably buy these two things and then renovate them over the next 5 years, you know, as for fun, and then sell them. But, you know, I say this on video, and Frank is drinking his coffee right about now and just spitting it across the room. You could start with this, comfortably put 250,000 euros into it, and have a nice sort of simple kind of lovely house. That, he said they probably just give you with this. You know, this guy would just say, oh God, somebody wants it, just take it. This is actually more daunting than that, because let's go look inside and see what's going on in there. It's quite beautiful and very photogenic, but not livable. You can't live there. So this is where the cows lived. It's beautiful in here. It's like such a photo op. So this could be like your little guest house. You could do like a little library on the bottom and a little bathroom on the top with a bedroom. And then you could use this as like an office and then have a bedroom on top. I'm helping you out here. This would probably also cost about, I mean, this whole project would probably, you know, in total be like $575, I would think. I think if you had a budget of 575,000, you could do this. I mean, the view is killer. It's that same cute Borgo, Antigo. I love it here. Frank and I walk up here all the time. Now I know the prices, so it's dangerous. Frank, why don't we just get this? Let's just get it. So thanks for watching my new show with Federico. Let's look at some garbagey gorgeousness. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. If you've made it to the end of this video, we really appreciate it. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Annette.
Okay,
Grazie.
and we're gonna go see some more properties with my friend Federico over here, and watch the next videos. Ciao, peace.
Bye.